to take more and more power to the executive, make more and more things the president can do without having to go through Congress and pass legislation or get authorization. He'll probably leave the presidency significantly more powerful than when he came to it.
Sarah Smith, thank you. So, 2025, a year defined by Donald Trump, a president prepared to challenge the courts, the media, Congress, the United States' long-standing alliances. Supporters at home and many abroad applaud the boldness and the results. The Gaza peace plan endures. The United States is clearly on a different path. Some hate it. Europe and the UK are not unaffected by it. Old assurances are no longer guaranteed.
Hello there. A cold wind all the way from the Arctic is heading our way over the next few days. Having said that, tonight's not going to be as cold as last night. That's because pressure is falling, and this low pressure and this weather front is bringing some windier, cloudier and wetter weather southwards across the northern half of the UK overnight. Bit of rain pushing into northern England and Wales. Following on from that, the showers in northern Scotland do begin to turn wintry as we get the first signs of that Arctic air arriving, but those temperatures are not as low as they were last night. We'll start with a bit of rain to clear away from southern areas on New Year's Day. Following on from that, though, there will be some sunshine, but a stream of showers come in as well. These are generally of rain, except in the northern half of Scotland, where we've got some more sleet and snow. And here it's going to be particularly windy. Mind you, the winds will be stronger everywhere on New Year's Day, so that will certainly take the edge off the temperatures. And after dark, the showers in Northern Ireland could turn wintry, the risk of some snow and ice. And just for a short while, could be a bit of snow falling across Wales, heading into the Midlands and southern England. That will then clear away and leave some icy conditions for Friday morning. And leave us still with the winds coming all the way from the Arctic, bringing in some sunshine, but also some more snow showers. And northern parts of Scotland are directly in the firing line from Thursday through to Sunday. Frequent heavy snow showers, and that is likely to bring some continued travel disruption.
With Russian strikes increasing in number and severity, along with rising tensions between Russia and NATO countries, we're seeing no sign of a halt in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. See the headlines as they happen, with breaking news alerts on the News app. And stay informed with live updates on bbc.co.uk/news. Follow the story with BBC News.
The ceasefire is expected to start tomorrow morning in Gaza, opening its 72-hour window for the hostages to be freed.
These are among the lucky few Sudanese. Just across the border in Darfur, famine has been declared, and there are fears that things are going to get way worse.
This is a critical moment in one of South Korea's worst political upheavals in decades. It was a gamble that backfired, and he paid for it with his presidency.
Locals and rescuers alike are using their bare hands to try and search for survivors under the rubble.
That's where the plane crashed, and literally there's a row of buildings, about 5 or 6, that have been completely charred.
I think it's fair to say that in just the last 5 or 10 minutes, there's been a big shift in the mood here, a big shift in the posture of the police. You can probably hear some explosions behind me.
You can retrace Hurricane Melissa's path. It ripped through these hills. The trees snapped like twigs, and more than 1,000 homes destroyed.
In war, towns are lost and won and lost again. Donbass is now firmly on the negotiating table. So for the people who've lived here for generations, these may be permanent goodbyes.
So if I very quickly take my mask off, the air is absolutely thick with smoke. They're having to stand and watch these properties burn. It is a losing battle.
The return of the Lionesses. Here at home, thousands of people lining up and down the Mall. And it's no exaggeration to say that this team means the world to them.
So welcome to BBC News. You're with me, Kasia Madeira, as we watch Qatar welcoming in 2026. As the world says farewell to 2025, we're just awaiting Qatar to erupt in a spectacular display of fireworks. These are live pictures of the capital, Doha, with a fireworks celebration at the Lusail Boulevard, which extends just over 1 kilometre, and it's actually one of the busiest spots in Qatar. So we'll come back there as they are counting down to ring in 2026 Doha style. So we leave Doha, we move to Nairobi as they also welcome in the new year. Fireworks there in Kenya, really drawing in the crowds. So from Nairobi, we go to Bahrain. And this is what the Bahrain Tourism and Exhibitions Authority are announcing as a major closing celebration of 2025, featuring fireworks and the biggest drone show ever staged in the Kingdom of Bahrain, as the kingdom brings in and welcomes in 2026 to dramatic effect. Here we are in Syria, Damascus. Second New Year's since the fall of Bashar al-Assad. Syria celebrating following that dramatic political shift 2 years ago. And we're going to show you a slightly different view. This is the Red Square in Moscow, where, as you can see, no fireworks, no celebrations. President Putin, Russia's leader, has imposed a ban, not just on fireworks and festivities being scrapped in major cities, including the capital, but also no holiday drinking is what he's urging. Russians being urged not to ring in the new year amid security fears. And on top of the holiday prohibition, the Kremlin has also told residents to expect mobile internet disruptions, as well as alcohol sales being restricted. Of course, its ongoing war with Ukraine being blamed for the party prohibitions. So a very different view of Red Square there in Russia. So just some of those nations bringing in the new year. A few hours to go yet for the UK, but we already know that thousands of revellers are beginning to gather in Edinburgh ahead of the world-famous Hogmanay street party. They're welcoming back the party, because you might recall last year the celebrations were actually cancelled due to the bad weather conditions last year. Not so this year, all looking good, hopefully. Let's cross over to our Scotland correspondent, Ben Phillip joins us. And Ben, just talk us through. We know people are already gathering. How are the weather conditions tonight?
Yeah, very happy Hogmanay to you, Kasia. The party, as you might be able to hear, is in full swing. A concert has just started here in Princess Street Gardens. Weather a little bit more favourable this year than it was last year. It's a bit windy, a bit chilly, but organisers have advised people to dress up warmly for the conditions. Some 45,000 people are beginning to gather here in the centre of Edinburgh to experience